Good afternoon. Welcome to LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for 3rd March 2023. Starting with the editorial section of today's session, rushing in from the Indian Express, SC verdicts on ECI appointment, again from the Indian Express, followed by the news update and the legal news. Before starting with the editorial part, LawSikho hosts a daily news based on thorough newspaper analysis of the previous day. So please keep the eye on the links on WhatsApp and Telegram groups at 8 a.m. every day. The quiz is open till 11 a.m. Rushing in. The Adani Hindenburg tussle has finally reached the judicial forum, following which the apex court has agreed to set up an expert committee to look into the matter. The remit of the committee is threefold: assess the factor that had been led to the market volatility, examine if there has been a regulatory failure, suggest guidelines that would enhance the regulatory framework while increasing their compliance. Concerns have been raised regarding this committee on these grounds. The committee undermines the investigations of SEBI. SEBI has been directed to hand over all the materials to the committee. The opacity regarding how the members for the same has been chosen. Since the committee shall have to submit its report within 2 months, it would have been prudent if the court had decided to wait for the investigation report of the regulatory authority. Coming up to the next editorial session, SC verdicts on ECI appointment. A 5-judge bench of the apex court has ruled that the election commissioners shall be selected by a committee comprised of CGI, the PM, and the leader of opposition. The challenge that arose is Article 324(2) reads that the election commission shall consist of Chief Election Commissioner and such other number of election commissioners, if any, as the President may from time to time fix. And the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioners and the other election commissioner shall, subject to the provisions of any law made in that behalf by the Parliament, be made by the President. The court's verdict is based on a reading of the debates of the Constituent Assembly. According to the court, the deliberate addition of the word subject to the provisions of any law meant that the founding father believed that the Parliament would later bring in laws to refine the process. Further, the provision with the same words were also examined to arrive to this conclusion. The court also opinioned that while the Chief Election Commissioner shall be removed in a manner similar to a judge, the process for removal of election commissioners had to be different. Regarding funding the EC, the court felt that it is best left to the government. Coming up to the news update, Mumbai jumps to 37th place globally in price growth in luxury housing. Mumbai saw an appreciation of 6.4% in luxury home prices in 2022, according to a Knight Frank India report. Nigeria's Bola Tinubu declared winner of presidential vote. Mr. Tinubu is one of Nigeria's richest politicians and based his campaign on his record of rebuilding the biggest city, Lagos, when he was a governor. Coming up with the next news update, Tamil Nadu, UNEP to work together to make cities cooler. The program is being undertaken under the framework of Cool Coalition and the Indian-Denmark Green Strategic Partnership. HDFC to tie up with IRCTC for co-branded credit card. HDFC becomes the first private bank to have such a tie-up. Jumper, Aishwarya banned for 4 years. India's national record holder, triple jumper Aishwarya Babu, has been banned by NADA for 4 years for using a prohibited anabolic steroid. 3-day Raisena Dialogue. The Raisena Dialogue 2023 will witness the participation of representatives from over 100 countries, including ministers, military commanders, captains of the industry, technological leaders, scholars on strategic affairs, and experts from leading think tanks and youth. India wins GSMA Government Leadership Award 2023. India has secured the award for implementing best practices in telecom policy and regulation. Center unveils Vaibhav Fellowship for NRI researchers. It is a fellowship to bring Indian origin researchers to higher educational institutions in the country for a maximum of period of 2 months per year. Australia's Wollongong and Deakin University to set up campuses in Gujarat, Gift City. Election results of state assemblies. BJP and allies has clinched back their power in northeastern states. Focus shifts to government formation. Coming up to the legal update, Adani Hindenburg formation of expert committee does not divest SEBI of its responsibility in continuing investigation by Honorable Supreme Court in Vishal Tiwari versus Union of India. Coming up to the next legal update, Honorable Supreme Court directs appointment of election commissioners on advice of committee comprising Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and Chief Justice of India. This practice shall be followed until the Parliament passes a law in this regard. This was held in Anu Barnawal versus Union of India. Coming up to the last legal update, former Chief Justice of India, A.M. Ahmadi, passed away. During his time as CJI, Justice Ahmadi authored 222 judgments and was a part of 811 benches. That's all for thorough newspaper analysis. Stay tuned, keep learning, and take care.